Accelerate Lagos is brought to you by the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund.
Lagos, you're tuned to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. When you hear the sound of that tune, you know it is time to talk empowerment. It is time to talk supporting your business. It is time to catch up with the latest trends and how best the Lagos State government is supporting MSMEs in Lagos. Good morning and welcome to Accelerate Lagos here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Today on the program, we will continue with the economic meltdown. The LSCTF supports that economic meltdown. LSCTF supports MSMEs in Lagos. My guest is Adane Uche, the CEO Addis Agro, with me in the studio this morning. Good morning, Adani.
Good morning. Good morning, Taiwo.
It's so good to have you with us in the studio.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Yes, so I'm sure there are a lot of people out there wondering, okay, so what are they going to be talking about today? And maybe, just maybe, because we had a conversation prior to this, the commencement of the program, I was talking about agriculture and all of that. And I quite understand that a lot of people might not necessarily even understand the essence of the clamor for people to go back to agric. I don't know why that is. I don't know why people would fail to understand the essence. Maybe we need to do more of sensitization.
Yeah.
Perhaps the National Orientation Agency would have to do that because, what should we say? It's the problem from home. A lot of parents who even grew up farming do not want their kids to farm.
Yeah.
They want them all to, I've sent to the school, I have, invested so much, you should do this, you should do that, forgetting the fact that after working for this money, you will still have to feed.
Yeah.
Not only feed, but feed healthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so because you have the money, you don't keep consuming processed foods. Anyways, that's on the lighter note. Let's get down to, the meat of the program. Tell me about Addis Agro. What is this about?
Okay, good morning, viewers. Listeners, rather. Once again, my name is Adane Uche, and I run and manage Addis Agro Processing Limited. We're a tech-enabled food processing company that is based in Lagos, Nigeria. We provide healthy cooking ingredients for families, products like gluten-free flours, herbal tea, spices, and seasoning blends, palm oil, crayfish, honey, products that are made from 100% herbs, spices, vegetables, palm fruit, honeycomb. There are no preservatives, no additives. So when I say 100%, so we pride ourselves in start to finish, right? So for example, the onion you harvest, you cut, you wash, and you dehydrate and use it in any of the spices of your choice. Yeah, so the essence is to ensure that families enjoy healthy, nutritious, and delicious meal for everyone in the home. I started this business in 2016 and officially registered it in 2017. But the beautiful thing about Addis that I didn't actually start it off as a processing, company. I started as a personal shopper. I was a personal shopper.
Oh.
So I just had my first son. That's my third baby.
Okay.
And we used to live in Surulere. So moving to Lekki, and I didn't like traffic. Even today, I didn't like traffic.
No,
so
no one likes
so I began to wonder how families, women coped, because then people that live down there, they leave their house as early as 5 a.m. to get to a work that starts by 8, and they get home 11. I begin to wonder how they managed in the kitchen. So that was how the business initially started. But in the wake of COVID, because of the first-hand information or the things I saw in the typical Nigerian my 12 our Onyibo market, I decided that this was a problem. And
what were those things you saw?
Unhealthy food practices.
Like?
Food adulteration. They were, putting chemicals to preserving food and all that. I did a few research with some of the products and saw that, some of them were more harmful. Some of the products that were supposed to add to our health are actually taken away. And an average adult is supposed to take a certain number of salt per meal. But you see that most of us, because we like sweet palate, we take more salt than we are supposed to take in a meal. Right? So it's a push for me to be able to solve this problem. Post-harvest losses, now it costing Nigeria millions of dollars every year.
The government should add more tax to salt, so that
there's a lot of things that we need to add, tax to. Because a trip to Rwanda this year at the Agra, it's an agricultural forum. There were a lot of things, statistics that were put out there that were scary, right? So sugar food, drinks, fizzy drinks, these things, for people that want to lose weight or people that have one health challenge, they always tell them stop fizzy drinks. So, if you are going to talk about tax, those are the number one things.
But apparently, the tax on sugar has been increased, and that hasn't stopped people from having, fizzy drinks.
I know, it doesn't stop, but at least when you create awareness, I tell people, at the just concluded trade fair, people that came to my stand, I told them that you don't need to wait. I said, most of the product that I have, if you're above 50, you should make it a must that you have those products in your pantry, right? But you don't even need to wait till you're 50 to start, really paying attention to your health. I lost my dad from diabetes, right? So I am very conscious. Thank you. I'm very conscious of my own health, right? So I had PCOS. PCOS is, hereditary kind of, trait that diabetic parents and all that. So you don't actually need to get to that point before you start taking care of your health.
Irreversible point.
Yes. So so that's, I look at Addis as a wellness boutique. Right, I'm not just focused on the product, but I want to ensure that at the end of it all, that you're going to have a wholesome experience, wholesome nutrition, wholesome meal.
So I'm actually thinking, what actually birthed this idea?
Okay, so I like cooking a lot. I'm the only girl among 5 men.
Oh, yeah. So you did a lot of cooking and washing the dishes.
I did a lot of cooking. My brothers, they sometimes bully me then growing up. My mom will give me money for us to go and cook. I would not say I will use it and cook. My brother said, no, let's use it and go and buy salt. I say, no, we must use it and cook so that to get to everybody. So I'm someone that is kitchen inclined. If I would say, I love the kitchen, I love cooking. And my best food is afang soup. Afang soup is a soup that I make under 10 minutes. It doesn't take me that long. So one of the days, when living in Surulere, I bought, the normal bottle jar of palm oil that they sell in the market, right?
Yes.
And palm oil, afang soup is a soup that needs oil, right? So I bought that jar and put it into the afang soup. Afang soup spoiled. I poured it one. It didn't catch one. It did taste, everything spoiled. So
and the odor.
Yeah, it broke my heart. So I have this auntie growing up that used to be a caterer, right from when I'm so. I called her. She's in the east. I said, Auntie, I know you cook. Please, I want to get the best palm oil. So that was how it started. But beautifully, I didn't have money to start this business. I used to be a business development manager. I had complications with my second pregnancy, so I resigned. So while staying at home, okay, Auntie, what can I do? But I didn't have money. And, they say when you're starting a business, the first people to go to family, friends, and fools. So I went to my brother. I said, please, so I want to start this business, but I don't have money. So my elder brother lent me my first 30,000 naira. I used it to buy 3 gallons of palm oil.
Wow.
Then palm oil was under 10,000. Not now that that same gallon of palm oil is 65,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I bought the 3 gallons of palm oil and I came, okay, look at how am I going to differentiate myself from what is going on in the market, right?
Yes.
So I went into I bought, gallons, those 5-liter gallon of palm oil.
Yeah.
I said, okay, how am I going to do it? I started first without branding, actually. So, but I packaged it. It was different from the market.
Okay.
So, some of my friends around, I told them, okay, I'll get this good palm oil. I know we all have this problem of bad palm oil. Will you buy from me? They say, yes. I sold it and I made times 3 of the money.
Ooh.
I said, okay, Adane, I think you're now in business. I know it's business. That was, how we actually started. But it's safe to say that Addis is the 4th business I've done. I've done 3 businesses that failed. But I'm here and I've been doing this since 2016, I think 9 years. Yeah. So here to stay.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering because you are on this platform because you have a sort of connect with LSCTF. How did it start for you?
So I always tell people, right? Social media can actually make or mar you, right? And it depends on what you use it for.
True.
So because I'm someone that loves to learn, I like opportunities. I like to improve myself. So when I'm searching social media, those are the things, algorithms, those are whatever you search for, whatever that you push for, those are the things that pops up when you open social media.
Yeah.
Right? So one of the days surfing social media, I saw LSCTF, they were giving grants, blah, 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 blah. So I applied. And first, I got an email. Okay, congratulations, you're on. We're going to get somebody to come and, check around your business, make sure that whatever you filled was right.
Okay.
The interview was done, they checked the business and everything, so I got the grant, right? And I was, I don't know anybody. So, sometimes you say, oh, you need to know somebody. I don't know anybody, right? So that's how I got the grant. And during the Lagos Chamber of Commerce Trade Fair, last 2 years, an opportunity also came up that if you want to exhibit, you apply. I applied and I got in. And that 2 years ago, it was just one day.
Okay.
It was an opportunity because, the beautiful thing about LSCTF is that they want to be able to spread the opportunity, right? So it was a 5-day exhibition. So they spread it across different businesses. So I'm not the only one, but I had an opportunity to just exhibit one day. But this year's on, it was just mind blowing because I think I applied it on the day that it was ending.
Ooh,
right?
Wow.
And I just saw, congratulations, you got in. And the beautiful thing that is no more now one day, it's 5 days. So it was a 10-day exhibition, but they gave me an opportunity to exhibit 5 days, and I must tell you that it was a fruitful and an amazing experience. Yeah, because I tell people exhibitions, yes, is for you to sell, but not actually for you to sell, but it's for you it's a marketing tool. I say that's a marketing tool for people to actually see you, for people to actually respect that, okay, for you to be there, that means you are a trusted brand. So I had the opportunity, I exhibited 5 days, which ended on Sunday. I'm still recuperating from the, stress and all that. But yeah, thanks to LSCTF. And the last day, the governor visited us. And so, it was
a mind-blowing experience.
Yeah, it was a rewarding, I'll use that. It was a rewarding experience.
Amazing. Amazing. 0809-9120-777. You might want to join the conversation this morning. You have 1 or 2 questions for Adane. Perhaps you're thinking, okay, so I have tried out these guys and they are not forthcoming. I mean, she is a beneficiary. She'll be more than willing to share her experience with you. Again, 0809-9120-777 is the number to call. You can also drop a message on our WhatsApp platform. Quickly, let's tell you what the roads are looking like at this time. Looking at the screen in the studio, I can tell you that the stretch of Bagada Shoki is very free in and out. Lagos Ibadan Expressway through the third mainland bridge in and out all the way down to Alapere is also free. Kudrat Abiola Way also from this end, I can confirm to you that it's a free one. Ikorodu Road isn't looking bad either. Let's tell you that from the control room, I have a report of a 20-foot container-laden truck which fell on its side, occupying 100% of the access road from Alimosho inward Laguntum. Officers are managing the situation there, and movement has been diverted towards Ogumbo Wale and Kokumo respectively in order to avert spillover. Okay, so this is an impediment we have been tracking from the early hours of today, and if you're just tuning in, it has been there. You might just want to seek an alternative route to connect your destination. All right, the program is Accelerate Lagos here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. A short breather, and I will return to continue with the program.
This program is brought to you by the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. The program is Accelerate Lagos, and today we are continuing with the economic meltdown, the LSCTF's support for MSMEs in Lagos. If you're wondering who I have been speaking with, I have in the studio the CEO, Addis Agro. That's Adane Uche. Adane, I am just wondering, the economy is quite, tough.
Wonderful.
And you seem so excited about what you do. Is it enough?
Okay, so, when you talked about the economics, I just smiled, right? But I get to, as a business owner, I always tell people to, we always innovate, right? Sometimes, or now that we are getting to the end of the year, it's time for every business owner to take a step back and look at what you've done, look at the economy, how it has affected your business.
Okay.
And yesterday I had an opportunity to pitch to an investor, and it took me back. I looked at what I wanted to do, what I've been doing. And like I said, Addis will be focusing more on the product side of the business. Yes, it's good. But looking at the spice and seasoning business, which is the spices, there are a lot of saturation. Spices, if you go to a market, you see a lot of...
I'm actually coming to that.
Even brands that you've not even heard of, they are all over. So you begin to think, how do I stand out? How do I
Did you say
become
stand
different?
out? Well,
Yes.
how do I stand a chance?
How do I stand the chance, and how do I stand out? When I say stand out,
Yeah, I
is
get it.
your unique selling
Yeah,
point,
sure.
right? Yes, we say that we are a wellness boutique. We say that we focus on healthy products, which is expensive. Remember, healthy is not cheap. Healthy is expensive, and you see other people pushing out products that are quite cheap, and you're wondering, okay. And then I'm thinking, I tell my team, are we going to start doing the same thing? Do we match other businesses head to head, right? In terms of pricing, because people's salaries, I don't think it actually increased, but the prices of food are escalating. So what we looked at is, who are our target market? I always tell businesses, yes, passion doesn't pay the bill, right? Look at your target market. Who is your target market? Are they willing to pay? Anybody that likes your product, right, or likes your business and cannot afford it, that's not your customer. I always tell people. So I take a step back to say, Adani, okay, who really needs this product? And those people are the people that doctors have put on strict diet, so you don't have any choice than to buy it, right? And I looked at, okay, in this segment of part of the business, who is doing exactly what you're doing? What are they doing? What is the market share? Have they taken in this category of customers?
Yes.
And another thing that we looked at is we discontinued some of our products from supermarkets because they didn't actually appreciate what we put out there in terms of cost. So what these has been doing in recent time is to partner with nutritionists, dietitians, doctors who already have communities.
Okay.
So when you look at the dynamics of your business, right? It's tough. Look at the dynamics of your business. What can you do differently? Can you shift your consumer? Can you shift in terms of your consumer?
Yes.
Then what other thing that we did is to partnership. See, in business, if you are a small business, you cannot run this race alone. Anybody that have told you that, oh, I want to be this, I want to be, you're not the only one. You're not the first, and you're not going to be the last. So if you want to go far, go in groups. So I belong to a lot of communities, right? So I partner with a farm in Kafanchan, Kaduna, the largest producers of ginger across the country. So what we do is we buy in bulk. So instead of Addis buying only our ginger,
True.
The cost of transportation logistics will increase, the cost, everything.
Certainly.
So we buy together. I might not have money to buy maybe 10 bags because the farmer said the minimum order is you can take from us is 10 bags.
10 bags.
What do I do? To get it cheaper, I get other people, businesses that need this ginger, and we share the cost. That's the word. Please look at where you can share costs.
Yeah.
It will help your business. That's what we've done, and it helped us. Then we also looked at our customers. Talking about trade fairs, right? Or exhibitions. I'm very early about exhibitions. I'm very particular about where we go because sometimes I've gone to, when I started the business, I used to go to exhibitions. I would go and spend so much money, and I come back, I don't even make up to 10,000 naira. It's very heart-wrenching. So now I'm becoming strategic about where I exhibit. So places that will either give me draw partners, right? So in exhibitions, like I said, is the marketing tool.
Yes.
Go to places that you either get partners that are going to help you grow.
Okay.
Two, then is an opportunity to tell your consumers how credible you are. Because, for example, when I told somebody, oh, I'm exhibiting at the church, they say, wow, you are big, oh, blah, blah, blah. So it gives you credibility, right? Then the other part is how to become, what can I do differently?
Hold your thought a bit, Adani. Let's take this call.
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Can
you hear
morning.
me? Good morning.
My name is Kunle Abola. Is it Traffic Radio?
All right, Kunle Agbola, you're on to Lagos Traffic Radio.
Okay, I have an update concerning the sock that fell at Limasha.
Okay.
As we speak, the traffic is really building up. I mean, the people coming from the Yanapaja, it's getting, tense. But I can see men of Lhasa, they're actually working on it.
All right then.
Lasema.
Okay.
They are working seriously to take it off the road.
All right.
But as we speak, it's standstill.
Stand still. All right then. Thank you so much, Kunle.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, that's talking about the impediment I mentioned earlier. I recall that we have been tracking that impediment since the early hours of today when I took over from Lulua. And right about now, I understand effort is in top gear to get that impediment out of the road, hence why you have it on a standstill. I still have Adani in the studio with me, and yes, she was walking us through, her journey. Adani.
Okay, so I was talking about how to stay afloat with the stringent or very tough economic situation, right?
Yeah.
And it is safe to say for everyone in agriculture, please brace up because next year the stats are actually scary. So what are you going to do differently? Look at the value chain where you fall in.
Okay.
Look at things how you can shift things around because it's going to really be tough. I made mention of ginger. We had a crisis of ginger last year with the farms in the north, and it's till next year we are still going to have
what kind
that
of crisis
issue.
is this? For someone
Pesticide, for pest, we had issues with pesticide. We had the issue with the bad
same thing
soil.
we had to mention.
Yes, pesticide and the soil. It was damaged, and the thing, we had a very millions of dollar losses of ginger since last year, and we are still feeling the effect, and we still feel the effect till next year. So, for example, the ginger, for people who know, ginger that we used to buy for a bag 15,000 naira, that same ginger is 187,000 naira. You can imagine. And for us in processing, my product cannot be the same. I cannot sell the same. So I always tell people, any ginger that you see that it's left for 100 grams that is less than 5,000, please look at it properly, right? So for people in agri, please brace up. Even for people in other businesses, it's going to affect. It's going to affect everything. It's going to affect everything with the even increase in fuel. It's affected everything across board. So as the year is winding down, please take a step back, look at your books, look at your pricing, look at how you can make your sourcing better. Because if your supply chain is taken care of, then your output is perfect. Yeah.
You did say earlier that you're mindful of where you exhibit your products, and I'm aware that the Lagos International Trade Fair just ended. What was it like for you?
I got a lot of customers. I think the statistics for me were 80 to 20. So I got 80 new customers to 20 return customers. And I think maybe because of the new product, we launched new product a month ago.
Okay.
That's the gluten-free flours and herbal teas.
What does it do?
Gluten-free flours for people that are sensitive to gluten.
Okay.
And people that want to lose weight, diabetes. There are some health challenges. The flours, we have flours like acha. Fonio is a super old grain. People were asking, what does it do? What does it do? What does it do? It's an old grain that it's very known in the northern part of Nigeria. But it's very healthy and.
Did you say grain or green?
Grain.
Green.
Like
Acha rice.
Yeah, it's like couscous. It's like a couscous if you want to take it the grain, but you take it like you're taking coca oats.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a grain like corn, millet.
Yeah.
Those are grains. So that's the way it is.
Yeah.
So you can actually take it as like the way you take your oats, and you can take it as a swallow, like your amala, right? So it's a healthier substitute that for flour. We have variants. We have the plain acha. We have the ones with baobab food powder. These are nutrition products that have high nutrition value. Then another product that we sold out was our orange flesh sweet potato flour. Yeah. So when people are asking me, oh, what is it? It's sweet potato, but a hybrid biofortified orange fleshed. So your sweet potato that is cream.
Yeah.
But this is orange. Very nice. And we used it to bake chin-chin. And the chin-chin was sold out. So it's a healthier option. OFSP, popularly known, it has a high nutrient in vitamin A and beta-carotene. Beta-carotene is the nutrient that is found in palm oil.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we were able to express, what these products does to your body, and it was sold out. So it's like I said, the trade fair was a rewarding experience for Addis, for myself, honestly, because when I looked at the books and saw how much we sold, I was like, wow. So, and this is thanks to LSCTF. If I didn't have this opportunity, I didn't know how the year was going to be, even though I told myself that for Addis, the ending part of the year must be better than the beginning, how we started.
Absolutely.
And, it's quite
It
true.
turned out that way. I should say congratulations.
Thank
So
you.
that brings me to my next question. Of course, LSTF aims to promote job creation, and how can your business help them achieve this?
Okay, so LSTF, there's a program that they did earlier where they get people to come intern for businesses like myself. And I've had opportunity to have 5 people intern with Addis. And they did it for 6 months and they graduated. So,
No cost?
No, LSTF pays them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just train and take them on in. Right. So
I had to state that clearly, because someone might be listening out there and might want to actually tap into that opportunity, but then financing might be a problem. So that was why I asked, at what cost?
So they have training programs. LSF have training programs where they train people on different vocations.
Okay.
Right? They train you and they pay you a stipend.
Yeah.
Right? And they have different stations everywhere. So go to their website, make inquiry of their vocation, and they have one for tailoring, they have the one for stylists, makeup, and all that. They're almost everywhere. There's one they have a very large place, I think around Aja down there. Yeah, so you can just make inquiry. I know that they have centers where they train and they pay you. When you graduate, they even put you a place where you work, so you are not scared that after the training they leave you. I have Solomon was one of my best staff from LSTF. He works with me till he had the baby and he moved down to Yanokbaja, so it was far for him. Right? Yeah, so there are opportunities. After training they place you. Addis is also open if you're around. I always say if you're around Lekki, because our office is in Lekki. If you're around Lekki and you're looking for a place to intern, please do send us an email, reach out to us, and we'll interview you. If you fit, then voila.
All right, then before I let you give out your details, what's new for you because the year is winding down already? What should we be looking forward to? You've mentioned a whole lot of things that you do, but then should we be looking forward to anything new?
Okay, I made mention that we are actively seeking for investment because we want to expand into a state-of-the-art processing facility, consulting. I mentor, and I mentor for free, but this time around I want to monetize it because, it's my intellectual property. Yeah, so we are looking to move into single-use sachets, small sachets, so that we can also attract those at the base of the pyramid. So don't worry, you also need to eat healthy. Yeah, but for really the end of the year, we are trying to re-strategize, check our books, look at what we've done, and see how we can do it big 2025. So nothing really spectacular. We've launched new products. We're looking at how the market is taking it in and all that. Yeah.
Okay, nothing really spectacular, but then there are loads of opportunities you can actually tap into by reaching out to Adani and, of course, connecting with the LSTF. Finally, before we wrap it up on the show this morning, what would be your pattern short, your advice to entrepreneurs out there?
Okay, so I said it earlier, I mentioned it in passing. Please, passion does not pay the bill alone. So you need to be able to go and learn. When I started, I mentioned that I had 3 failed businesses, but this 4th one, I wanted to do it right. So what I did was that I went to learn how to really structure a business. Before it was buying and selling, but you know that buying and selling, trading is different from entrepreneurship. So I went to learn, and that's why I'm here, and I've been doing it more years than I can count. Please go and learn. It will help you. It will even be cheaper for you to learn from someone that have done it. Learn so that you don't make the mistakes that we made. Please, that's number 1. Number 2 is you cannot do it alone. I said it. If you can partner, please do. You cannot do it all on your own. I remember when I started, I was cooking for people, I was shopping, I had products, I was just everywhere. My family was suffering. One of the days I fainted, but after that I told myself, no, Adane, you have to just focus on one thing and grow it. Let people know you for one before you can move to other. So please take it bit by bit, right? Bit by bit. Also, recognize that you are not the first. So there's nothing like I'm the first that started it. You're not the first. You're not going to be the last.
Absolutely.
Please, I always say the whatever is the cloud the sky is too big for everybody to cohabit.
It's not even big enough again. It's too big.
It's too big for everybody. So
we must wrap things up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for gracing the show this morning. You have been listening to the CEO, Addis Agro. That's Adane Uche, and today we have focused on the economic meltdown, the LSTF's support for MSMEs in Lagos. I'm sure you must have learned one or two things on the show this morning. I have done this together with Ali Jessica Adeshino Rahman and Okoya Abdul Aziz in the studio with me. Maximum thanks to Afe John handling the social media units this morning, and of course big thanks to Victor Terry. Our executive producer is Tayo Akole. I remain Taiwo Baruwa. God willing, the program makes a return